What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Unlocking 2.0. I am your host, Bull Sean, aka the biggest to ever do it, the biggest that's ever going to do it. We the biggest. Welcome back to another exotic talk special. We back. We back. I hope y'all been doing good. I hope y'all been elevating. Hope y'all been sticking to y'all goals in 2025. I hope everything has been going good for y'all. You know, I'm living, doing what I do, living purpose, like I always do. I want to talk about a few topics today. I want to talk about a lot of things that I feel like people should start incorporating in their lives. Yeah, I know this is the exotic talk special. Everything's exotic here. Even the stuff that we talk about is exotic. So, the first thing I want to talk about today is stop letting people use you and say no. No, my mentor told me this. No is a complete sentence. When you say no to somebody, that is a complete sentence. There don't need to be any ifs, any buts, anything. No is a complete sentence. Sometimes when we say no to people too much, they start to use us. This new season, 2025, this new season of my life, I'm gonna start saying no. I'm gonna start saying no. I have to say no. You have to say no. No is a complete sentence, and you don't gotta give no explanation to it. You don't gotta give anything. Just no. Hey, can you do this for me? No. Hey, can you borrow some money? Can you just help me borrow some money? Can I lend $50, $100 from you? No. Even if you got it, you can say no. Normalize saying no. Let's normalize saying no. We can say no. Because the thing is, when you keep saying yes, that's when they start to look at you as like, he always gonna say yes. And I gotta work on this myself because I'm always saying yes to people. And it's like, why am I saying yes to you? And when the roles are reversed, they would never say yes. How much is you saying yes? They're not saying yes to you every time you ask for them for something. Why should you be the one to say yes? No is a complete sentence. Let's start saying no to things. We can say no. It's our body, it's our decisions. We can say no. We can say no. And nobody should question you on your no. No. It's no. That's it. We don't gotta give no explanation. You cross a bunch of bridges for them. You did so much for them. And you keep saying yes, and that energy is not being reciprocated. Why should we do that? We gotta stay saying no. No. You gotta practice it. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, no. We gotta say it. No is a complete sentence. We gotta start saying no. Because the thing is, they will say no to you if you was to ask. And you probably just warned out about giving favors. You done did so much favors for people. And it's time for you to focus on yourself and you just start saying no. No. It's time. Let's incorporate that in our lives of saying no. No. I'm practicing. I'm practicing. Because I got to work on this too. Women and men, know what y'all want. I'm speaking to everybody. Know what you want. Out of a relationship, out of a friendship, know what you want. And stand on those principles. Know what you want. The problem with certain people is that they don't know what they want. That's the problem. They don't know what they want. And we gotta stop. Yo, you don't know what you want, then it's done. Certain people, they don't know what direction they should go. You gotta know what you want. This new season of your life, know what you want. Be like, yo, I wanna accomplish this, I wanna do this, in a relationship, yo, I want somebody who's gonna listen to me. If you're not that, then you gotta go. And not just listening to understand me, not listening to respond to me. There's difference. There's a person who is listening to you to understand you. There's a person who is listening to you to just respond. They're not understanding everything that you talking to them about. They're not understanding anything that you're telling them. They just want to respond. We gotta cut those people out. Those people gotta be cut out. But it all starts about what you know, what you want, knowing your principles and standing on your principles. And be like, yo, these principles that I'm standing on, I'm gonna stand 10 feet on them. And I'm not gonna let nobody push me or derail me from me knowing what I want. I know what I want out of a female. Women, you should know what you want out of a man. And if he's not providing that, then he gotta get out the window. He gotta be out the door. Don't be like, oh, he's 20% of what I want, but the other 80, I don't know. Nah, you gotta know what you want and you gotta stand on that. Know what you want. It all starts with you knowing what you want. The problem is we don't know what we want, and then when we get there, it's like, dang, I really didn't want this. But we already too deep in, so we gonna stay. Nah, we changing the trajectory. I always say that, we changing the trajectory. We gotta know what we want. Know what we want out of life. Know what we want out of a friendship. I want a friend who's really gonna be there. And if that friend is not there, nah, we're not friends. We're not friends. We don't need to be friends. What are we friends for? But that all starts with what do you want out of a friendship? That all starts with that. And then everything else follows. But the big thing is knowing what you want. That it all starts with that. It all starts with knowing what you want. You're not asking too much. You're just not asking the right person. The things you're asking for is not too much. That boyfriend or that girlfriend that you're with, they're just not the right person for you. Because what you want is simple. But because they're not the right person for you, then it seems like you're asking so much. Can you spend some time with me? I need you to be here for my first interview. I want you to be here for my first photo shoot. I want you to be here for my first music video. And they're like, yo, they're so busy. Nah, you're just not asking the right person. You're not asking the right boyfriend. You're not asking the right girlfriend. That's not the person you should be with. You're not asking too much. You're just not asking the right person. Because that person that you're with, and that person who really cares for you, and that really wants to see your elevation, nothing is gonna be too much for them. Except if they're going through their tribulations, and everybody go through their problems. But at the end of the day, the littlest things that you're asking for, the little things, it's too much for them, but it's not. It's just you're not dealing with the right person. Women, men, let's stop dealing with people who's not for us. We're dealing with all the BS. We're dealing with all the BS. Keep dealing with it. Keep dealing with it. For what? And you think to yourself, you starting to question yourself. You start to have insecurities with yourself. And like, am I doing the wrong thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? No, you're not doing the wrong thing. It's just you're not asking the right person. Now you think that's the person for you, and it's not. Sometimes we chase after things so much. And this is why I remember putting this Instagram poll on my story, and a girl said that a boy will chase you so much, and then when they get you, they lose that energy. It's because you were not what I expected you to be. You are not what I expected you to be. The littlest things that I ask for, I do everything for you. And the littlest thing I asked for, you couldn't even accomplish that. That's why I lost that energy. I thought you was gonna be there for me. I thought you was gonna ride it out. Some of these girls, you got some good women out there that will really ride it out for you. But the other women, they just looking for their next come up. They just looking for their next come up. But it all starts with knowing what you want. And when you know what you want, communication. Communicate and stop shutting down when things get hard or you don't get it your way. You gotta communicate your feelings. Nobody's a robot. Nobody can read minds. You gotta communicate what you want. And stop shutting down and think people are mind readers. Nobody's gonna read your mind. Nobody. It's gonna read your mind. You're gonna have to know that, yo, all right, I gotta communicate, I gotta sit down. Communication is key. The sooner we know how to communicate, the better our lives will be. When we just having conversations with people, just conversations, conversating like normal people. A conversation go a long way. We're at the age where we can communicate with each other. We can talk instead of holding grudges. Instead of fighting. We're supposed to be loving on each other. Yo, I'm sorry about this. I didn't know you felt this way about this. We communicating with one another. Communication, we gotta learn how to communicate. And stop shutting down. And then you question, be like, yo, why am I not getting the things that I want? Because you never told anybody. And you don't even know what you want yourself. Your communication skills are horrible. You don't know how to have a conversation with somebody. That is why you having the same repetitive things over and over, and it keeps happening over and over, because you can't communicate. And you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Communication has to happen in our lives. You gotta stop shutting down. If we can't talk over things in a relationship, in a friendship, if we can't talk over things and we can't, life is not without conflict. It's gonna be some conflict in your life. It's gonna be some conflict. But if we can't have a conversation and we can't talk about the things that's hurting us, and we can't talk about the conflict that happened, why are we friends? Why are we in a relationship? If you can't accept your wrongs and I can't accept my wrongs, why are we here? What are we doing? And so, and it's not easy to accept your mistakes, but you have to put your pride aside to accept your mistakes. You did this person wrong. Accept that, apologize, and move on. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep not accepting our mistakes for the things that we've done. But it all starts with knowing what we want. It all starts with communication. Understanding the person. It all starts with that. It all starts with that. Stop letting people use you. Women and men, know what you want. You're not asking too much. You're just not asking the right person. Communicate, and stop shutting down when things get hard. Those are the things that we need to incorporate in our lives. Women and men, all of us. All of us. Because it's not helping us. It's only breaking us down. Certain times you don't even need to be in that friendship. You don't even need to be in that relationship. You don't got no business being there. You know this is a horrible situation, but you still stay. and you know there's other people that can treat you right and that can know what they want and you know what y'all want and y'all building together. That's what it's about. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Exotic Talk Special. Make sure you subscribe and make sure that you follow our Instagram, Unlocking 2.0, and my Instagram at Sean Kenzo 50. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Exotic Talk Special, Unlocking 2.0. Appreciate everybody. Peace.